Our next guest is known for engaging audiences of all ages, and he's celebrating his 10th anniversary with the Houston Symphony.
This is so awesome. We are joined with Houston Symphony Associate Conductor Robert Franz. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So one of the things that I love is that you kind of focus in the educational sector.
Yes. Yeah, so my position here really is to conduct the education concerts, the family concerts, the concerts that we do around town with the Houston Symphony. In fact, this past season, we served over 50,000 students who came to hear the Houston Symphony live and see the Houston Symphony in Jones Hall, and then another 15,000 members of families who came to our family concerts over the course of a year.
And when it comes to education, you have a really interesting goal that I almost thought was a typo when I first read it. You want to reach 100,000 students by 2025?
So as part of the strategic plan of making the Houston Symphony the most relevant top 10 orchestra in the United States, our goal is by 2025 to reach over 100,000 students a year. We do that in a number of different ways, not only the students coming to the Houston Symphony, to the Jones Hall, but also the musicians, some musicians and I going out to the schools and working with bands and orchestras and choruses and performing throughout the community.
Well, and making that connection for those kids that may have never seen, say, a violin or a flute, or with you learning how to conduct.
It's building those bridges, right? It's making those connections between music and their lives. And, you know, the orchestra, generally speaking, is such an awesome organization. It's such an amazing thing the first time you hear an orchestra live, and to experience with these kids their first time ever experiencing classical music and live music is just an extraordinary thing.
Now, I was raised, like I was a choir kid, and, you know, arts education was a huge part of my life.
Very good.
Yeah, and I am a huge supporter of it because I think, you know, studies show that people exposed to the arts do better in business and, you know, do well in life. But for a lot of these kids who are not exposed at all, what's your end goal? I mean, you're not necessarily trying to convert young people to become musicians, right?
That's correct. I mean, listen, most of our audience members will not end up becoming professional musicians, but the two goals that I have are, one, to engage them and make them comfortable with the art form so that they can engage with classical music and live orchestral music, you know, in their childhood, in their teenage years, in their adult life. And secondly, and this is perhaps the most important thing about classical music, is that by actively listening to classical music, live orchestral performances, it changes how the brain is wired. It changes how the brain thinks. And if I can exercise that part of the brain in a different way for these children, I feel like it's the best thing that we can do as classical musicians to not only engage them, but to give them something that they can take with them and take on into their everyday lives.
Did you grow up wanting to be a conductor?
I grew up wanting to be a musician. I'm 8 years old, so I started totally by accident. I grew up in a non-musical family, but my elementary school music teacher came to me, and one day she sort of gave me a cello to try out. I tried it, played it for 4 hours, and at the end of the 4 hours, I said, I'm going to be a musician for the rest of my life.
You're kidding.
I am not, and it hasn't changed since that moment. I knew there was something about expressing myself in that way, about making sound that was so, I felt so connected to, that I had to do it. And so for me, conducting happened kind of that way too, but later. But for me, the act of making music is like breathing. It's like eating. It's like it's part of who I am as a human being.
And sometimes you do that in costume.
Absolutely. So we do these family concerts, and for me, what's so much fun is to really see parents, grandparents, and children engaging with the orchestra all at the same time. And so one of the ways that I do that is by wearing a different costume that fits the theme. So for instance, you might be seeing now the camel costume that I wore, which was originally a two-person costume, but luckily no one had to stay in the back of it through the whole concert. We built a structure that held out the back and put roller skates on the back legs, and I conducted the orchestra as a camel. But I never tell the orchestra or the audience what I'm going to wear before the concert, so that when I show up at the first concert and walk out on stage, it's not only the audience's first time, but it's the orchestra's first time as well seeing the costumes.
That I have never heard of anyone doing anything even remotely like that.
I want to see that. I want to see the orchestra just bust out laughing at you.
It is a big deal. We have a whole day set aside every year just for costume fittings and looking at costumes and going shopping for costumes. And oh yeah, it's a big deal for us. So there are 4 different family concerts that we do a season, so 4 different costumes. And some of the programs over the course of 10 years we've repeated, but we never have repeated a costume. That would not work.
And Robert, you have all kinds of events coming up. I know we only get you for a brief time here in Houston because you're very busy traveling the United States doing this, but tell us about some of the upcoming events right here in Houston.
So 2 of the family concerts that we'll be performing before January 1st are in October, a program called Hooked. It's music, pirate music. I know, right? Totally.
Yes.
And then our traditional holiday pops, which this year will feature a musical telling of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, which I totally love. And then we begin in October also having literally tens of thousands of students come to Jones Hall to experience the orchestra for the first time, and we start that whole process again every year, 50, 60, 70,000, eventually to 100,000 kids.
That is so
Wonderful
great, Robert.
education for children. That musical education just
Well, and
is
it's
fantastic.
It's so much fun. You know, you get to engage and you get to connect with these adults who love what they're doing. I mean, what a cool thing to share with a child.
All right. Well, Robert, thank you so much for the work that you do. Thank you for stopping by Houston Life. And if you guys would like to keep up with Robert, just visit robertfranz.com. And to keep up with the Houston Symphony, you can visit houstonsymphony.org.
And there will be more Houston Life in just a couple of minutes.